It's week 12 of the National Football League, and our attention is on DJ Reed, who's now up to 30 tackles so far this season. It's the Lions and the Bears.
The first of 3 on this Thanksgiving. Glad to have you along on this holiday. And we begin right here in the Motor City. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the #1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Chicago.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing again, Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. To the left side, he's got Kmet.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
This one caught at the 4. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. He'll try and throw. Here's Williams. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Chicago. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. But if he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Lions first down.
Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. So on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt.
4th down.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. On the bootleg, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On fourth down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Lions offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's been a real threat. Not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. Finding room across midfield. And they finally wrestle him down at the Lions' 38-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. And he'll work this down inside the 35. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Here's second and 6. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. He's got it at about the 8. And he will score. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. First and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Second and 7. They'll go again with Swift. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So we are through one on this Thanksgiving Day. All even on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Mike, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Bears offense ready to take over once again. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. To the perimeter, he got Odunze on the out.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Williams on the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Try to throw again. Here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throw it again. It's Williams. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. Thank God.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came. He's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll look underneath and finds Gibbs. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A toss to the right, and here comes Gibbs. And they'll stop him. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Here's Jack Fox now, as he's on to punt for Detroit. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense ready for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. This one complete right side. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with Swift. The Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
He's got it at the 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. They'll try and throw, and here's Williams. On the blitz, overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears get 3 here late in the 1st half to take the lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Lions offense ready to get back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the 2 sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working free downfield. It is Williams. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions are on top. It's 14-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. He'll start at the 4. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. Not much. 2nd and long coming up. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by Gibbs. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The Bears offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. Off play action. Here's Williams. And he's in! DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that gain to nothing.
Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Give up the middle with Swift. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
1st down, Bears.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Sideline, this one looked in by Odunze.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got it at the 7. He is in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense and Caleb Williams set to take over once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Williams to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bears send out their punt team, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Lions offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A run here with Gibbs. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that.
And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack.
And he's got another one. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's a handoff, and Swift running right. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears sending out their punt team. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And a good run there to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Gibbs. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge 1st down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a 1st down at the 44-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
1st down, and they stick with Gibbs. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. Taylor Decker, the former Buckeye, guilty on that one. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he's fighting and trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. On 2nd down, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Throwing on second down. Williams. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. He'll let one go down the middle.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he indeed picks up a Bears first down. The defense nowhere to be found. A 4th down gain of 20. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Williams. He's got it at the 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the side.
That one, take it in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting? I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 30-yard line.
They hand it to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Well, he stayed in bounds. A terrific catch. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now Gibbs. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a 1st down. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. Not much happening there. Just a short game. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. And good hard running will get him down close to a 1st down. Might be a yard short. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. So it's a win here for the Lions. And they will get a little extra time to enjoy it on this holiday weekend as they get the job done here on Thanksgiving.